Hello, and welcome to today's Blissful cooking class, June 28th edition. Deep summer, not deep summer, actually, just the start of summer. Summer solstice just passed, so I thought we would do this wonderful salad that I shared in our last newsletter, the summer solstice salad recipe today. Very simple. We're just going to enjoy the whole process of making it, as we always do. But before we get started, let's take a moment and set our intention for what the class will be today. Whatever it is that you want to work with, whether it's, in my case, I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety right now. I'm very worried about the future, about all the things that are out of my control, and even the things that are in my control. I'm feeling feelings of not trusting myself, like I won't be able to get things done that I need to get done, or that I won't be able to push past obstacles. I feel disorganized and sort of chaotic and overwhelmed. And it's pretty unpleasant, I have to be honest. I know I'm saying this very calmly, but I feel it in my body, this like heat, this discomfort. It feels really uncomfortable to sort of be still. I want to move in a million directions, and yet I also feel frozen at the same time. So I am working with that energy today. Very uncomfortable, but this process, I trust, will help me move through it one way or another, at least show me that I can make something, I can follow through on what I'm doing, and I can share that with others as well, in the hopes that perhaps it can connect for them too. So all of that is so good for me. So I'm working with that. That's my intention today. And so let's do a little bit of breathing. Let's do Nadi Shodhana, which is the balancing breath. Alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to cover our right nostril, inhale through the left. Pause at the peak, and then close the left nostril with the ring fingers sort of best, and then exhale out the right. Inhale again through the right. Pause, block the right, and exhale out of the left. Inhale through the left. Pause and exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, exhale out the left. Inhale once again through the left. Pause and exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Pause and exhale through the left. Inhale. And exhale out of the right. Okay. Well, just that helped me a little bit. And you can do that for a few minutes. You can really get a flow going. You slowly lengthen the breath. It balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Just really helps us feel the balance of our sort of two energies, the like go fast energy and the receive energy. These are like these two modes we have. And it's so important for them to be in balance for us to feel good and able in our lives, because sometimes we can move and go and that's what we should be doing. And sometimes it's best to wait and receive and slow down. And we need to know when to use each kind of thing. Okay, so let's get started on our beautiful salad today. I'm going to start with the peaches, or nectarines actually is what I have in the recipe, but I have peaches now. This is sort of what was the nectarines were not as ripe. So we do 1 peach, 2 peaches, just a little fuzzy here. Oh my goodness. There's nothing that says summer to me more than the peach, not just because of its incredible aroma and the flavor, and of course it being a summer fruit, but also these colors, the beautiful blush of them, like a sunset. Just so special. Fruit is something that I can wax poetic about all day long. And the more I think about it, truly, the more it like touches my soul that we get to engage in this beautiful act of that it grows, from a seed into a tree, and then it comes out, and it's like this incredible treasure that we then get to experience pleasure from, and it nourishes our bodies. It's just sometimes feels like too much. And yet this is something so simple, that we get to eat a peach. We think about the things that give us pleasure on a daily basis, and we might think about peak experiences, going on a vacation, or these are sort of our pleasures. But really, simply that we get to eat a peach, that peaches exist for me. So I am kind of getting these slices off. Sometimes peaches are ripe enough. You can just like break them off their stone really easily, but this one not so much. So I'm just kind of taking one little bit at a time. I was just kind of slicing it on like this against the pit like that to create these slices that come off pretty easily. And why am I doing this? Those who have been sort of here for a while know that we want to ground into our senses. We want to experience our smell, sound. We want to have the feel of it, everything, every sense. The more we can engage it, the more pleasure we're juicing out of this experience, the more bliss we are creating. And so depending on how you're feeling, you can I have a plate over here. Hope you can see. Okay. I'm going to kind of move things. I was making, and my apologies, I have a tiny cough at the moment. That's okay. I accept. This is part of my anxiety. I try to just be accepting of what I'm experiencing. Learn whatever it is I have to learn from the yucky feelings that I'm having. And that's what sort of allows it to pass through when I accept, when I'm like, no, run, freeze. That's when it will really get stuck. So, oh gosh, I'm trying to just allow these feelings to come through, even though I really don't want them to be here, I have to say. But so I was making a cheese board this morning, and it was very much sort of focused on trying to make it aesthetically pleasing, because that's fun. And this is definitely something that's so aesthetically pleasing naturally. We have so many gorgeous colors. So I'm going to kind of toss it on here, and we'll see what comes together. Like I said, I'm slicing these because they're not quite perfectly ripe enough to just take off the pit. So I've cut it into 4, and then in each 4, I'm cutting it into 3 slices or so. Actually, in this case, I think I'm doing 4 each quarter. So 16 pieces per peach. I don't really even know I'm telling you this other than just for you to know what it is that I'm doing and know that you should make it the size that you want to make it. Aren't they so pretty? They're even this sort of ombre, like there's the oranginess in there and the yellow that comes through. It's so beautiful. And so floral. You know, most fruit is, of course, it comes from plants that are flowering to begin with, and then you get the fruit. There's this aroma and the flavor that's behind it that you smell in the back of your mouth as you're eating it, and it's like creates this special flavor, right? That's always so floral. Almost every fruit is like that if you really take a moment to be super mindful. And there's such pleasure in mindfulness. I think we focus sometimes so much on doing it to like be efficient or be productive. But pleasure itself is productive and efficient, because if something is pleasurable, let me tell you, you're going to start doing it more. And that's what we're teaching ourselves, right? Blissful cooking. This is a skill we want to have in our lives, maybe for purely practical reasons. Purely practical reasons. And so if we can make it something that we really enjoy every single time, you're going to be doing that practical thing all the time, right? There is no downside to making something pleasurable that is good for us. 2 peach bits later, I'm going to grab one of these cucumbers. Maybe I'll do 2. These little Persian cucumbers, which I love. I'm slicing them together. Look at all these guys. Green and this light, the dark green on the outside, the light green on the inside. The wetness of them, the crispness, softness. The really nice, subtle flavor of cucumber. I love it. Some beautiful strawberries here. How cute are these guys? I almost don't want to cut the top off, except that would be really annoying to eat in a salad with a fork, so I will cut the tops off. Aw, they're so cute and look so nice, red all the way through. As you can see, I'm really taking my time, as I always do, in these classes. And I wish I did more in my real life. I mean, I do, I try, but you know, slowing down and taking your time as much as it's possible to do, so much better. Because it's almost like when we slow down, we understand why we're doing something, or we can, because we have enough time to know. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself and about my anxiety, and for sure that's something that I notice when I get really anxious and start doing, or freezing, both sides of the experience. It's the doing is sort of, it's just like panic. It's like, I'm doing that because I gotta do that because it'll make me, it's really like, it'll make me feel better to do it. And it's like, Then I'm done and I don't feel better. And it's like, yeah, because you don't know why you were doing that thing. Some of these bigger ones I'm cutting into 4. Look at all these colors we have. So lovely. This would be, I have to say, I don't usually worry too much about like connecting recipes with what's going on in our lives, honestly. But 4th of July, or if you're in Canada, 1st of July coming up. And man, this would be a great thing to bring to a barbecue or any kind of gathering. It looks gorgeous and tastes amazing. And it's like all the things that we want to be eating at this time of year. Okay, we'll just call that enough for now. Could for sure add more or less of any of these elements. I feel like sort of quantities when it comes to salad always feel a little silly. It's like kind of get these things in there, and that's what we're going for. And now I have a piece of mozzarella here. This lovely fresh mozzarella. And just tear up some bits to sprinkle. I'm sorry for the noise. I think my neighbor is just vacuuming. And you know what? That's allowed. Or not vacuuming, but cleaning in some way. So pretty. Okay, so that is that so far. Doesn't the pop of white with the mozzarella just like bring it all into a more beautiful realm? I love it. Oh, okay, so I don't have any basil today. I just realized any basil or any herbs for that matter, which is a bit shocking of me. Not really. It's me being a little bit hard on myself. I do sometimes have this. Even though I talk about this every day, I have this expectation of myself to be, I'm modeling how to be this way. And I still get caught up in all that, like, I'm supposed to be a really good cook stuff. Or be super organized and just like always have everything. But I'm not, I'm a human. And I want you to see that actually. It's very important. So, what I should have said. I have garlic scapes, which I think are utterly incredible. You can get these often from the farmer's market, or I got them from my grocery store. They had them, but they're like locally produced, and you usually don't get them at sort of a bigger supermarket just because they're a more unusual item. They're seasonal, and they are the parts of the garlic bulb that like grow up. There's the garlic that's in the ground, and then these little scapes, apologies, kind of come and grow out into this cute little curly Q. And they're so lovely. They smell like garlic, but a way lighter garlic, and they almost have a peppery aroma to them as well. They're so special. They're one of my favorite things. I love them in omelets, scrambled egg, like eggy kinds of preparations. But you can substitute them anything that has garlic. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of these little guys just all over the salad for a little bit of garlicky experience. And it's sort of like if you've also ever had green garlic, like very young garlic, similar to that. Anyway, just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm going to chop it up just a little bit more fine. Just to get a little bit in everything. And if you have basil, please sort of tear up the leaves and add them in. It's so good with strawberries and with everything here. Okay, and now for this very simple dressing. So the other day I had labne, but now I don't. I have just plain yogurt, and that'll work too. Let's do a couple. That's probably like 3 tablespoons, maybe more, like a 1/4 cup of yogurt. Gosh, I'm so sorry about this cough. Sorry to me too. Not enjoying it. And then my hot sauce. So this is my jalapeno, tequila, and lime green hot sauce. And then I'm adding, I think I have the quantities on there. It's like, whatever. This is 3 tablespoons, a 1/4 cup. Probably doing 1.5 teaspoons of this. It's quite a bit of hot sauce. But then it's like, because of the cooling yogurt, it ends up being not so crazy spicy. I think it's so good. Oh, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of salt all over this. And you could also do olive oil too, if you like. But I think it's enough with this dressing. I need a bit more hot sauce in there. So, I'll drizzle it all over. Oh, yeah. And it's really nice to use Greek yogurt for this if you have, but as you can see, I just have regular, and I think it's fine. It looks a little lumpier. It's not as like thick and luscious, but it's great. Still just great. I'm just going to kind of mix this up just a bit. It'll mix more as I eat it, but just to get a bit more on, but still have the beautiful look. Woohoo! Okay. Let me clean up this bit of yogurt. Okay, so that's it. And I'm going to grab a fork. So today was kind of simple. You know, this is a simple meal. And for me, I just needed to be here with myself, grounding, as I'm really experiencing a lot of big emotion. Oh. And I've made food for myself, so that's really going to help. I think this will be very healing for my body. And this experience was really nice. I'm feeling a little bit more regulated. And like I can slow down and be with the next tasks that I have to do and not rush through them, freaking out, but simply do them one at a time and accept myself where I'm at. I hope. We're always all in process, right? So thank you so much for joining me. This was a short one. I can do more quick ones like this if you like. Just let me know if a half hour works a little bit better for you. I'm so happy to do that. I'm just recalling my intention and feeling that, yeah, we've done it. Thank you so much again. Reach out anytime. Tell your friends. Please please tell your friends to join this club if you can, so that I can keep it going and I can even let more people know, and I can start doing more fancy stuff, get better sound, get better video quality. I could hire someone to come in and shoot this if we get enough subscribers. Yeah, I would love that. Thank you so much. If you get anything out of this, just please tell a friend about it. Tell a friend about my work. I would appreciate it. Okay. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.